looking like a snack. Goddamn ready to attack. You know I want, so give me that. Yeah, but no givers never lack.
Stepped in looking like a snake. Big boy, can you handle that? Take it down, 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 ride you like a Cadillac. Steady heard I'm the best, yeah, baby, that's a fact. Attitude, tell me what you wanna do. Me and you, no one has to come true. Say it crazy.
Welcome to the Cookie Effect podcast. Hey guys, I'm your girl Cookie. Welcome to the Grown and Sexy Club. How you guys doing? Welcome back to our Quarantine Chronicles Week 5, guys. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you're holding it together. Hope that you are persevering and hope you are staying home. Okay, guys? I think we're 5 weeks in and, you know, this pandemic is still going on. There's people who are recovering from it faster and faster. And I have hope. I think that soon enough, in the next we're praying in the next couple of weeks or something, we'll be able to start our lives all over again. So, you know, but before I go on, shout out to all the nurses, doctors, care workers, hospital workers, all the people that work at the supermarket, grocery store, the police, the firefighters, all those people who are out there still working, putting themselves on the line for us. Shout out to them and thank you so much for your service. You guys don't understand that these people go out there, they have families of their own that they could be staying home with and taking care of, but they put themselves in the line of this virus and potentially knowing that potentially, you know, they might catch this virus and what happens to their family. So everybody, please stay home. Don't make their jobs a lot more difficult, okay, at this time. All right, if you're a new subscriber, please don't forget, click the subscribe button right down below. Click the notification bell so you are reminded every time I post a video. All right, and what else do we have to, you know, get out the way before we get into the business? Yeah, shouts out to all my new Instagram followers. I received a few Instagram followers. I'm really grateful. Thank you guys so much. All right, let's get into this episode. On today's episode, we are talking about co-parenting. We all have heard that word. We all use it. Oh yeah, I'm co-parenting. Oh yeah, I'm not with my spouse, but we co-parenting. Everyone says it like it's just, you know, it's the new thing, it's the new fashion, it's the new wave, you know, co-parenting. But have you stopped for once to ask yourself, how do you co-parent? What are the skills? What skills do I need to be able to co-parent with somebody that I was in a relationship with for years and years, and we had children, and now we don't like each other at all? How in the hell do we co-parent? Guys, that is the question. And don't you worry, I am here for you. As you guys know, I'm going through that right now. And you know what? To be fair, I'm going through that right now. And it's one of the hardest things I've had to deal with besides the marriage breakup. This has been one of the hardest things to really understand how it works. And shouts out to Tanya and shouts out to Hakeem. They are one of the best co-parents I've ever seen. In fact, I think they're one of the best I know. They have come a long way. Their daughter is now, I believe, 13 or 14. And these two co-parent perfectly. And I admire them for that because it never used to be that easy. It was hell at the start. But if I look at them now, 14 years later, it's like, wow, how the hell did you guys get here? So it just inspired me to come out here and do this video for you guys. I have a few tips that could help if you're thinking of going into a co-parenting relationship with your baby's father or baby's mother. Co-parenting is the new wave, okay? It's very important that even within a breakup, both parents, both people, I would think that you would love your kids enough to want to try to co-parent so you can both be involved in their life, right? So that's what I'm doing in my household. And I just want to say, number one, to have a great co-parenting relationship, number one, I believe you have to get over your feelings. You have to get over your hurt feelings. Feelings of hurt, feelings of the breakup, feelings of you did this and I did that and you did it and I did that. It has to go. If you are still in your feelings about the breakup, if you are still in your feelings about what, it's very important that even within a breakup, both parents, both people, I would think that you would love your kids enough to want to try to co-parent so you can both be involved in their life, right? So that's what I'm doing in my household. And I just want to say, number one, to have a great co-parenting relationship, number one, I believe you have to get over your feelings. You have to get over your hurt feelings. Feelings of hurt, feelings of the breakup, feelings of you did this and I did that and you did it and I did that. It has to go. If you are still in your feelings about the breakup, if you are still in your feelings about wanting them back if they broke up with you, if you are still in your feelings about the relationship, period, I'm sorry, you are not ready to co-parent in a healthy way with this person. So first and foremost, heal yourself first. Get yourself right, because a breakup takes a toll. When you break up with someone you've been with for so long, it takes a toll. And I'm sure you all can come vibe with me on this. You guys get it. Like, we've all been through it, breakups are hell. And you need to get through that. You need to mourn that relationship. You need to bury that relationship, and you need to wake up from that relationship, and you need to be ready to be your own person. That's number one. Number two, the kids have to be priority. Regardless of what the situation is, if you're trying to co-parent, you both have to have the kids as the main priority in this situationship. If you have ulterior motives for your baby mama or your baby father, it's not going to work. Co-parenting, it's not going to work. If you have ulterior motives, like you want to try to get them back, or they bring the kids over and you like want to slide underneath them, or you like, would you like to stay and watch a movie? No. No. That is not going to work. Okay? So the kids must be the only thing you guys care about when co-parenting. Not what I'm doing, not what she's doing, not what he's doing, not who's dating, not who he's going out with, not who he's in his car, not who's calling him, not who's calling her, not what man she's talking to, not how she's dressing, nothing. It has to be the kids. Number three, Communication. We all hear communication. We need communication in anything. Communication is like breath of fresh air. Communication is as important as the air in your lungs. Communication is as important as food you put in your stomach. Communication is as important as water, H2O. Anything that is very important to you being a functioning human being on earth. Oh, my stomach. Did y'all hear that? I ain't had breakfast yet. It's early. All right, so all right, so communication is very, very important. All right, so if you guys are not communicating or don't know how to communicate, then co-parenting is not going to work out for you at all. Because one of the most important things in co-parenting is that you guys need to know how to talk to each other, how to communicate with each other, because you need that in order to handle the kids and have everything moving smoothly. Okay? So without communication, that ain't gonna work. So that brings me back to, if you haven't dealt with your feelings, if you are still butthurt about the relationship, about the breakup, then obviously it's going to be difficult to communicate with that person because you got your feelings involved. I know, I've been there. I've been there. I couldn't communicate with him. I just couldn't, because I was still stuck in my feelings last year. I was still stuck in my feelings. I was still hurting for the breakup. I was still angry at him. I was still, you know what I'm saying? I was still in a dark place. And so every time we would like try to do something with the kids, our personal issues would take over and everything would just blow up and the kids would just be staring at us like, oh, great. Now this is ruined. I started feeling bad. And I just couldn't hang out with them no more, because every time we all try to do things as a family together, it would just blow up. So I decided, I can't. You take them out and you do what you need to do with them. I'll take them out and spend time with them my way. You take them out and you spend time with them your way. That's how we had to do it, because I just couldn't play nice. And he couldn't play nice. So it was just it was just not good. So please, guys, communication is key in anything you do in your life. You got to learn how to communicate with your friends, with your family members, with your kids, with authority. Communication is part of life. So let's all try to be better communicators. Okay? Privacy. Oh my goodness, this is so important. When you're stepping into the world of co-parenting, I'm afraid there has to be privacy, which also attaches to boundaries, okay? Now, privacy, when I say privacy, I mean he cannot question you about what you're doing, who you're with, and what decisions you're making with your life. You cannot question him about who he's with, what he's doing with his life, and who he hangs around with. You can't do that. That part of your life is over. You're not in a relationship no more. It's none of your business, sis. It's none of your business, bro. It's not, so you have to be a strong-minded individual to be able to handle that, So privacy is key. You have to know your boundaries. You can't just show up at my house. Where's the boundaries? You guys have to really sit down and really break it down with the boundaries. You got to break it down with the boundaries. You can't just do a pop-up. He can't just pop up at your house without notice. You can't just pop up at his house without notice. You can't just drop the kids at him without notice. He can't just drop the kids at you without notice. There has to be communication and respect. Okay? Compromise is the next one we're talking about when it comes to great co-parenting, you gotta learn how to compromise. Both of you people have to learn how to compromise. Without compromise, it's all gonna fall to shits, okay? Because basically, as human beings, things happen in life. You might have a set routine. You guys, it might be going great for weeks and months, but one fateful day, somebody's busy or somebody couldn't make it. Then you have to compromise and say, okay, it's your weekend this weekend. You can't make it, okay, for whatever reason. Thanks for letting me know. I'll cover for you this time. So next time, you got double. You got to cover me when I need something too. That's how it works. It's not, where you going? You're going out with the boys. You're supposed to be having your kids today. Why are you going out? But babe, it's my friend's birthday, and yeah, but your kids though. Come on, girl. It's his friend's birthday. It comes once a year. You can cut him some slack. You can be understanding. A little bit. Just a little bit. Negotiate. But in order for all of these things to fit into the necessary box, it takes work. Co-parenting is not easy. Shouts out to Tanya and Hakeem, who are one of the best co-parents I know. Okay, their daughter's 14 and they've been doing this for years, and I am super proud of them because they didn't like each other at first, and now they are the best co-parents. So there's hope for us yet. All right, the next tip I have to have a great co-parenting relationship, I believe, patience. Patience is a very good thing, guys. I don't have patience. That's one of my worst traits. I hate the fact that I don't have patience, and I pray daily to God to build my patience levels up. Okay? But you must have patience when it comes to co-parenting. I'll tell you why. If you're not patient, you guys will get into a situation where you're always arguing. Okay? I had to learn the hard way. I'm quite a very bossy person, but not in a bad way. I'm just very, I know what I want. I go for what I want. I like things done a certain way, and that's that. It's just how I am. It's terrible. It's a Capricorn in me. But, I don't use it for evil. But, I do have a tendency to be mama bear, and he struggled with that a lot when we separated, because now he has to do things his way. And his way is not necessarily how I do things. And so I would freak out and yell and be like, why are you doing it like that? You should do it this way. And he would get offended because it's like, yo, don't tell me what to do. This is my time. I'm doing it my way. And I struggled to accept that for months and months and months. It was like, we were like this. But it was my fault. I had to learn patience. I had to understand that we're two different people now. We're not one. We're two different people now. He does things in a slower pace, and I do things in a faster pace. So it doesn't mean just because he does things in a slower pace means that he's a bad person or he's doing it wrong. No, cooks. It just means he does it slow when I do it fast. What are we doing here? So anyway, I had to learn. I'm still learning this whole co-parenting thing. I'm learning, guys. I'm learning with you. So if you are in a great co-parenting relationship, please comment down below. Share your tips with us. Let us know what worked for you and what didn't work for you. If you are a person that is struggling to have a great co-parenting relationship, comment down below or shoot me an email, cookieeffect1@gmail.com. Let's talk about it, because two heads are better than one, child. I'm learning, and, you can learn with me. All right. Now, the last but not least, I feel that is really important when trying to co-parent is you must have forgiveness. You must be able to forgive, let it go, let it rip, just let it go. Don't sweat the small stuff. Like my friend Tanya tells me all the time. Do not sweat the small stuff. They're guys, they're gonna do things their way, and their way just ain't our way. So I can't dictate to him. He's a grown man. I cannot dictate to him how to. I can give him ideas of how or suggestions, but he's not. He don't have to take it if he don't want to, you know. And I have to be okay with that because I trust him as my kid's father. That whatever decisions he makes when they're with him will be for their benefit. You know what I mean? So there has to be trust. There has to be forgiveness. Definitely. It goes hand in hand. If you trust someone, you're better able to forgive them when they've done you wrong. You know, when the trust is gone, then it's harder to forgive because you think that they're out to get you, you know? So yeah, that's all that's on my list. Let me quickly recap my 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 tips on having a healthy co-parenting relationship from your girl Cookie. All right. Number 1, you have to get over the breakup. Number 1. Number 2, your kids are the priority. Not you, not him, the children. Number 3, you guys have to sit down and lay your cards on the table and have boundaries. You have to let him know where your boundaries lie, and he has to let you know where your boundaries lie too. All right? Oh, my hair's in my face. So basically, what I mean by that is you cannot just pop up at his house, and he can't just pop up at your house. If you expect for him to call before he shows up, then you let him know that. If he expects you to give him 2 days notice, if you want things done for the kids, then you have to do that. You know what I mean? You cannot overstep those boundaries. And ladies, another big boundary, and guys, no sex. You cannot sleep with your fellow co-parent. I'm sorry, I just think it won't work. It won't work. You are messing it up like it's going to blow up. Like you're crossing the boundaries. Once you've laid down with them, once you slide underneath that penis, feelings are gonna get involved, and eventually people are gonna get hurt. And then you may as well throw away all the hard work in co-parenting because now you guys are going to be at war. Actual war. Okay? So sex is a no-no. Don't do it. Don't do it. Keep it about the kids. Priority. Next is communication. We all know about communication. Talk to each other, know how to communicate with the other person, you know, so that they receive it well, you know. You can't be demanding. You have to be cordial. You have to be respectful and don't feel entitled. Like you can't just call him, yo, come get your kids, da-da-da-da-da, or yo, I need da-da-da-da-da, or you can't do that. You can't do that. And he cannot call you on some disrespectful shit like, yo, get my kids ready. Da, 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 da. Like, who the hell you talking to, bro? Who you talking to? So, no, we have to be respectful in how we communicate with our fellow co-parents. Next is patience and forgiveness. They go hand in hand. You got to be patient and you got to learn to forgive and let go of the little things, you know, the little annoying things that they do. Gotta let go of it. Guys, you gotta do the same. Yes, us women are annoying. Yes, your baby mothers are annoying. They get on your nerves. That's what we're meant to do, okay? That's what we're meant to do. But y'all get on our nerves too. But there has to be respect, ultimately. You have to treat each other like human beings. They have created beautiful children, okay, that love you both exactly the same, okay? So it is worth being a co-parent. If you're in a situation or you're going through a breakup, it's worth fighting to have a healthy co-parented relationship with your other spouse or partner, ex-partner. It's healthy. So I encourage people to really work hard towards co-parenting, because what that means is your kids are still going to enjoy having both parents happy and in their lives. How beautiful is that? That's all kids want. They don't care about the relationship. They just care about you two being happy and them being able to spend time with you guys separately or together and everything be good. That's what a great co-parenting situationship is all about. And I myself strive to be one of those great co-parents. I'm working on it. I'm kind of stuck with the controlling part and the boundaries. I'm kind of stuck on that because, like I said, my personality, I'm quite bossy, I'm quite controlling, and you know, so I'm learning to pull back and let him take authority instead of me being the bossy boots telling everybody what to do. I can't do that now. We are separate. So I have to respect him for who he is and the father he is, the great father he is to our kids. And he has to respect me for being the great mother I am and the sexiest baby mama ever. Now what? He has to respect that. You know what I'm saying? I've done a great job with our kids. But no, guys, it's a beautiful thing. And I'm going to continue working hard using these tips. Trust me, I'm going to put these tips in the description box in case you guys forget these tips. If you have any more to add to the tips, please put it down below in case I forgot some of the tips. Please comment below. Get involved in the conversation, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching the Cookie Effect podcast. I really appreciate you guys. Thanks to all my new subscribers and followers on Instagram. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's Cookie Effect Podcast. Okay? And shouts out to the new Facebook group called RAF Lake and Heath, class of 05 to 2010. Shouts out to all of you. I mean, we joined this group and it was just amazing. The past couple of days has been so beautiful, catching up with old friends, seeing how everyone has grown from 10, 11 years ago. Like we all used to be young and reckless, you know what I mean? And just catching up and seeing how some of you have aged. Some of the women have kids. Some of the guys have families and are aging interestingly, and a lot of the girls are aging like fine wine. And also the pretty boys are still in the building. Shouts out to all the pretty boys back then at RAF Lake and Heath, 05 to 2010. You know who you are. All right, guys, that's it for this episode of the Cookie Effect podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed me. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay home. Continue to follow the rules. And until next time, I'm your girl, Cookie, Miss Capricorn, Miss Tell It Like It Is, Cookie Crew.